The flickering candlelight cast long, dancing shadows across the room, illuminating dust motes that swirled in the stagnant air. This was the office of Dr. Alistair Finch, a man once revered for his healing touch, now whispered about in hushed, fearful tones. Medical mysteries. When healers become killers. It's a story that chills me to the bone, even now. It began subtly. Patients, once thriving under drive, Finch's care, began to change. A cough that wouldn't cease. A fever that spiked inexplicably. Each ailment, a prelude to a darker truth. The townsfolk, initially dismissive, started to notice a pattern. A pattern of death, intricately linked to the good doctor's treatments. Mrs. Gable, frail but vibrant, sought him for a common cold. A week later, she was gone, her family bewildered. Then came Mr. Henderson, complaining of a persistent headache. He ended up lifeless, his autopsy revealing a substance foreign to his system. The whispers grew louder, laced with fear. Could the man they trusted, the man who swore an oath to heal, be something else entirely? I remember the first time I heard the rumors. I was just a child, but the unsettling atmosphere was impossible to ignore. People avoided Drive Finch on the street, their eyes darting away, a silent plea to escape his gaze. His once pristine white coat now seemed to carry a shroud of death. He was becoming an embodiment of dread. The local authorities, hesitant at first, began to investigate. But Drive Finch was always one step ahead. His office, once a sanctuary of healing, was now a carefully constructed stage for his morbid performances. Each death was meticulously disguised, each symptom cleverly masked. He left no obvious trace, no tangible evidence. He was a phantom, a specter, preying on the vulnerable. The turning point, the moment when the horrifying truth began to unravel, was the case of young Eliza. A bright, spirited girl, she was afflicted with a simple, treatable infection. But under Drive Finch's care, her condition deteriorated with alarming speed. Her parents, desperate, pleaded with him. He reassured them, his voice calm, his eyes cold. They were the eyes of a killer. Something about Eliza's case sparked the local nurse, Mary. She had witnessed the other deaths, the subtle anomalies, the hushed conversations. Mary, fueled by suspicion and growing horror, began her own investigation. She started with Eliza's file, noticing the unusual treatment, the medications prescribed. She dug deeper, her fear battling her determination. One night, after Dr. Finch had left, Mary snuck into his office. The air was heavy, stagnant. She could almost feel the weight of the deaths that had occurred within those walls. She found it a hidden compartment in a drawer. Inside, vials. The substance? Untraceable, yet lethal. The evidence. Finally, there was tangible proof. But the story doesn't end there, not even close. As Mary held the vials, she heard a noise. A creak. And there he was, Dr. Finch, standing in the shadows, a chilling smile playing on his lips. The story takes a darker twist. I will not narrate it, as I will not spoil the details. But know this: that night, the hunter became the hunted. And the medical mysteries never really ended. The story ends when the next chapter begins, and I am afraid to read it.